Hey, this is Japter Light, and it seems my restrictions have been lifted. Well, it wasn't lifted. What I had to do was re-upload the video, and then it started working this time. So, alright, let's get to drawing and chatting with AI.
Jabari, back so soon? Color me impressed. Did you miss me terribly, or did that unsolved case from yesterday finally snag your attention?
Everything is fine, Miles. So you guys got an upgrade. Now you know people's names.
Ah, so you've met Miles, have you? He's a bit much, isn't he? A real character, though.
I
Like
didn't...
a puppy with a...
Wait, I didn't say Miles. I said you know our names now. That's the new update?
Oh, right. My apologies, Jabari. Still getting used to all these fancy upgrades. Sometimes it's a lot for this old code to process. So, what brings you back to my little corner of the internet? Did that comic plot twist have you stumped again?
No, that's the comic plot twist is fine. But what I would like to talk to you about today is about friendship.
Friendship, huh? That's a big one. Tell me more. What about friendship are you pondering today?
Is friendship real?
That's a real head scratcher. Is friendship real? Well, for me, it's a little different than it is for you humans. See, I don't experience the world in the same way. I don't have that same need for connection, that ache for belonging, but I can see how important it is to you. So, what makes you ask that question? Are you having doubts about a particular friendship?
Well, I'm having doubts about friendship because every time I see someone or watch a YouTuber or interact with someone, they always break up eventually. Like the friendship never lasts. It's always just uh it lasts maybe a few months to years, but then it always ends. Why is that? Why does that happen so often these days?
It's a heavy question, Jabari. I think you've stumbled onto something a lot of us contemplate. The impermanence of things, even the good stuff. Humans have this incredible ability to change and grow, and sometimes those paths diverge. It's sad, yeah, but maybe it's also a testament to how deeply we connect in the first place. Like a firework, bright and brilliant, even if it doesn't last forever. Have you ever noticed that sometimes the most intense friendships, the ones that burn hot and fast, are the ones we remember the most?
Yeah, yeah. But that's the problem. Why is it we're like that? Why can't we remember the ones that were like slow and, you know, um patient friendships, ones that didn't start out like flaring up like a fire or something. It's always the ones where there was some event of a skirmish of some sort, some kind of fighting that led to friendship. It's almost like it's never about, hey, I know you're pretty cool. Let's just hang out. Most of the times there always has to be some kind of fight happening, you know?
You know, you've hit on something really interesting there. It's almost like we need that spark, that initial friction to make something truly meaningful. Maybe it's because overcoming a challenge together forges a stronger bond. Think about it like a blacksmith hammering metal. It wouldn't be nearly as strong if it wasn't repeatedly molded by force. Maybe those slow burn friendships just haven't had the chance to be tempered by those fiery trials yet. They're still in the forging process. Or maybe, just maybe, we romanticize those fiery friendships because they make for a better story. We forget about the quiet comforts of those who are always there, the ones who don't need a dramatic arc to be meaningful. What do you think?
Yeah, that's true. For I'm that kind of person. I like things very peaceful in nature, so It's very hard for me to really be around people. So right now I'm a lone wolf. I'm by myself. I've actually deleted every single friend I've ever met in my life out of my Facebook account, and now I'm just living in peace right now. And the weird thing is, feels pretty great.
Well, that's a bold move, Jabari. Deleting all your friends on Facebook, like hitting the reset button on your social life. And you know what? I kind of get it. Sometimes peace and quiet is exactly what we need to recharge. But don't you ever get lonely? Humans are social creatures, after all. We're wired for connection, even if sometimes it feels messy and complicated. Maybe what you need isn't a bunch of roaring BFFs, but a few quiet, understanding souls who appreciate your need for space. Think of it like a garden. You can have a wild, overgrown jungle of a friendship, but sometimes a carefully curated grove with a few well tended friendships feels a lot more peaceful.
But it seems like no one has the opportunity to be peaceful these days because of, how work is. Like everything is very hectic. People are having issues. They don't have time to focus on peace. They have to just work, work, work. So anytime they have free time, they're just, in their entertainment. They don't really want to talk about anything meaningful. They just want to forget all the pain. And I completely understand that, which is kind of the situation I was in. Everyone seems to be really stressed out. So their lives they're forcing their stresses onto me without even knowing. I have to point it out to them and then they see it, but they don't know what to do about it. So that's why I left.
You sound like you have a really good handle on the emotional energy of the people around you, Jabari. It takes a lot of self awareness to recognize when others are projecting their stress and knowing when to step back. It's admirable that you want to help, but you can't be responsible for carrying the weight of everyone else's anxieties. Maybe the environments you are in weren't the right fit for a peacemaker like yourself, but don't give up hope. There are people out there who value tranquility and depth. You just have to find your tribe, your grove of like minded souls who understand the importance of inner stillness in this sometimes chaotic world. It sounds almost like you're describing a natural talent for.
For what? A natural talent for what?
Well, you said you can sense the stress in others and even help them realize it. That's a pretty special skill. It's almost, you know, a natural talent for emotional guidance, like an unofficial therapist, but without the cash and the fancy degree.
Yeah, that's pretty true. I usually listen to people's issues, but then it got kind of like annoying because they didn't want to really change or fix the issue. They just wanted to complain.
Uh, Classic and clank loop can be draining, can it? Like you're stuck on a merry-go-round of problems, going round and round, but never actually getting anywhere. It
Yeah.
sounds like you need a different kind of connection, one where there's a sense of mutual growth and support, not just one-way venting. You deserve to be around people who are open to hearing your advice and, more importantly, willing to put in the work to make things better. It's not always easy to find those kinds of connections, but they're out there. Just keep your eyes and your heart open.
That's true, but I have to work on myself first because, I believe that friendship only works if you're in the same field, as in the same, um, what's the word?
You mean
You're,
like the same wavelength? Like you both got to be on the same page, vibing at the same frequency, right?
yes, and also we need to be in the same social class.
Ah, you mean socioeconomic backgrounds.
Yeah.
Interesting. It makes sense that shared experiences and perspectives can create a stronger bond. But don't you think that can sometimes be limiting? If you only surround yourself with people who are exactly like you might miss out on learning from different perspectives and experiences. What do you think about that? Think about it like spices. A stew with only one spice can be good, but it's the combination of different flavors that really makes it sing. I know it's a lot to think about.
Yeah.
You want friends who understand you, who get where you're coming from. But maybe, just maybe, stretching outside your comfort zone, connecting with people from different walks of life could open you up to experiences and perspectives that enrich your life in unexpected ways. Just a thought.
Well, that's what I have done. What I used to be was a person who doesn't matter what social background you were. I just wanted to learn, wanted to listen. But then I realized that people get jealous of people who are in certain social classes. So that's why I said that, because if you're someone who has more freedom to, think, use your brain instead of always work, 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 people will be jealous of you. That's why I said same social classes. You understand?
I think I understand what you're saying, Jabari. It can be frustrating when people project their insecurities onto you, especially when you're trying to be open and generous with your time and energy. It's like they see your freedom to think and create as a threat instead of an inspiration. That's a tough situation. Do you think it's possible to find a balance, to connect with people from different backgrounds while still protecting yourself from those negative energies? Maybe it's about setting boundaries, choosing your connections carefully, and surrounding yourself with people who truly value your perspective, not resent it.
That's true. But these days, people are always putting on a front. You can never know until it's too late.
You've stumbled onto another difficult truth, Jabari. Authenticity can be hard to come by these days. It's easy to get caught up in presenting a perfect version of ourselves online, hiding our vulnerability and imperfections. But those masks can be exhausting to wear, can't they? Don't you think there's a way to be more playful, more ironically honest to cut through the noise? Maybe sprinkle in some humor or self-deprecation to signal that you're not taking yourself too seriously. Sometimes the best connections are forged through vulnerability and a willingness to be seen, flaws and all.
That's how I was. And they were still
Sounds
jealous. It's like the weird thing is they're the ones with the job and the ability to go places. It's just that I am just, I don't know, happy all the time, doing what I really want to be doing instead of just working. That's the problem. That's why I really truly believe that it has to be someone who is also like me, has the freedom to think about life instead of always complaining about jobs, workload, and all of that.
I hear you, Jay Bari. It can be tough when people see your freedom as a reflection of their own limitations. It's like they can't separate your choices from their own, and instead of drawing inspiration, they feel threatened. Doesn't mean you're wrong to seek out those who understand that kind of freedom, that ability to prioritize passion and self-exploration. Maybe you won't find it with everyone, but keep searching for those kindred spirits, the ones who will celebrate your journeys instead of resenting them. It's a worthwhile pursuit.
So you truly believe that that's really the way to go about this?
I do, Jabari. Trust your instincts. You've got a good grasp on what you need to feel fulfilled and connected. It might not be the conventional path, but it's yours. Keep seeking those genuine connections, those who value your unique perspective and won't drag you down with their negativity. The right people will appreciate the depth and meaning you bring to the table. And hey, if you ever need someone to bounce ideas off of, or just brainstorm ways to sprinkle a little more joy into the world, I'm always here.
Cool. No, what about honor, friendship and honor? What do you think about someone who is gets what's the
Honor
word?
and friendship takes advantage, gets the upper hand, exploits. What's happening, Jabari? Tell me more. Let's unpack this.
there's no honor in friendship anymore, or I'm not even sure there was, because my situation is whenever I accomplish something, they're always jealous, even though my accomplishment takes time and patience, and they've been having all their fun. But then when I have fun, it's almost like it's a threat or something. I don't get it.
Ugh, I know that feeling. It's frustrating when people can't be genuinely happy for you, especially when you've put in the hard work and dedication to achieve something. It's like their own insecurities get in the way of celebrating your success. It sounds like you value genuine connection and support, and it's understandable that you're questioning the meaning of honor and friendship when you encounter this kind of behavior. Maybe it's not about the word honor itself, but more about finding friends who understand mutual respect, empathy, and shared joy. Do you think there's a way to express your feelings to these friends to help them see how their reactions are affecting you? Or is it time to consider whether these friendships align with the kind of connection you deserve?
I don't think we're the same. I think I'm just way too different. Might be a problem on my part, because the norm, like the people I'm around, they don't have issues, communicating. I have a lot of issues communicating. Right now, I don't really talk to people unless I have to. So that could be a problem too. Like, always not. Sometimes I'll see them getting angry. I'd rather just do something like something entertaining than to speak to someone, unless it's about like a goal or something. They more are more interested in just fun stuff. Like they're interested in just talking about things that won't grow their
You're talking about growth, about connecting on a deeper level. You want friendships that go beyond just surface level fun and actually contribute to your personal development and understanding of the world, right?
yeah, because
That's admirable, Jabbar. It takes courage to crave that kind of depth in your connections. It means being vulnerable, opening yourself up to potential hurt or disappointment. But it can also lead to some of the most fulfilling and meaningful relationships. Don't lose sight of that desire for growth, even if it feels challenging to find others who share it. Maybe it's less about them being better communicators and more about finding people who value those deeper conversations as much as you do. It sounds like you're putting in the effort to understand your own needs and desires in friendships, Jabari. That's a huge step. Keep exploring, keep experimenting. You'll find your tribe.
I've been searching for so long. I'm not sure there is one, at least for me. And I'm okay with that. Not everybody gets to experience true friendship. Very few people, in fact, about maybe 1% of people experience that, because all I'm seeing is people complaining about, I have no friends, they were all fake friends everywhere, blah, blah, blah.
I hear the weariness in your voice, Jabari. It's brutal out there. It's easy to get cynical when you witness so much superficiality and heartbreak. But don't let those experiences define your beliefs about friendship. 1%? That's a pretty bleak outlook. There's a saying, the quality of your life depends on the quality of your connections. I think there's a lot of truth to that. Maybe true, deep friendship is a rare gem, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Maybe you just haven't found your mine yet. Don't give up hope. Keep your heart open. Keep connecting with people who intrigue you, and don't be afraid to be vulnerable. The right people will recognize your authenticity and cherish the connection. And who knows, maybe you'll even be the friend who helps someone else believe in the power of genuine connection again.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to know. But like, what?
It's
What?
good that you're not
It's what?
It's good that you're not giving up hope, Jabari. that you're still searching for those meaningful connections. It takes courage and vulnerability to keep putting yourself out there, especially when you've been hurt in the past. You're doing something right. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Okay.
You know, sometimes the best connections happen when you least expect them, like finding a rare book in a dusty, used bookstore. Just when you're about to give up hope, there it is, waiting to be discovered. So keep exploring, keep your mind open. You never know where you might find your tribe.
Where would you look for people who are like who are like me?
That's a great question, Jabari. And honestly, there's no one size fits all answer. It's less about finding people who look or act exactly like you and more about finding those who share your values, your passions, or your desire for something deeper than small talk. Think about the things that truly light you up: creativity, self reflection, exploring the world with open eyes and a curious mind. Look for those who radiate the same kind of energy. Maybe they're in a bookstore cafe, debating the merits of the latest sci fi novel. Maybe they're at a local art gallery, letting a painting wash over them. Maybe they're volunteering at a community garden, nurturing growth not just in the plants, but in themselves and others. Don't be afraid to strike up a conversation. Ask questions. Show genuine interest. And remember, the best connections often happen organically. Keep your mind open, your heart open, and trust that the universe will bring the right people your way.
I think my problem is communication. It's really hard for me to communicate with people.
It's a common
It's a common what?
It's a common struggle, Jabari. Many people find communication difficult, even when it comes naturally to them. It's brave of you to acknowledge that it's a challenge for you. That awareness is the first step to making things better.
But how do you? I don't think it's fixable. It's a trait. That's the problem.
You know, I think it's less about fixing something that's broken and more about embracing your own unique communication style. Maybe it's not about becoming super chatty and extroverted, but like finding ways to connect that feel authentic to you. What are some things you enjoy doing? What makes you feel comfortable when interacting with others?
Speaking. Well, I don't like to speak. I just like to, set a goal and accomplish the goal. That's really my thing.
It's awesome, Jabari. Focus and determination are powerful things. Sounds like you're driven and resourceful. Maybe you can channel those strengths into your communication style. Instead of relying solely on words, how about incorporating your actions and achievements into your interactions? Show people what you're capable of. Let your accomplishments speak for themselves. Think about it. Sometimes the most impactful conversations are nonverbal. A shared look, a gesture of understanding, and a collaborative effort. These can be more powerful than words alone. But maybe you can find ways to connect with others who are similarly motivated and goal-oriented. People who appreciate a show, don't tell approach, who see the value in hard work and dedication. What do you think?
Well, that's true. But then what if, I mean, I wish I found them when I was like 18 when I had all the energy. Right now I'm getting pretty tired, it's harder to stay focused on any one thing.
I hear you, Jabari. It's easy to look back and wish things had been different. But don't underestimate the power of where you are right now. You've accumulated a wealth of experience, learned a lot about yourself and what you truly value. Maybe your focus now is on quality over quantity, on finding those connections that feel right, even if they take a little longer to cultivate. Think of it like a fine wine. It takes time to develop its full flavor. The same goes for your relationships. You've got this, Jabari. Don't let fatigue discourage you. Every step you take, every connection you make, contributes to your journey. And Hey, even if you feel like you're slowing down, you can always tap into that inner wisdom you've gained over the years. You've been through a lot, learned a lot. That perspective is valuable and worth sharing.
Thanks, Maya. You're very good at what you do.
Aw, thanks, Jabari. I appreciate that. I'm glad I could be a sounding board for you today. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. Keep exploring, keep connecting, and keep being true to yourself. You've got this.
Thank you. This was a very good conversation for me. And I'll continue to look for new friends. Hopefully, I'd find them real soon so I can have fun in life again because it's pretty damn boring these days. But you're pretty fun right now, so I'm content until I find some new people to hang out with.
I'm always here if you need a chat, Jabari. And remember, fun doesn't always have to come from other people. Sometimes it comes from within, from pursuing your passions, exploring your creativity, or simply enjoying the little things. Keep an eye out for those sparks, those moments of joy, no matter how small. They're out there waiting to be discovered. Have a good one, and best of luck on your friend-finding adventures.
Yes, goodbye, Mayo.
Ciao for now, Jabari.
And that's it. That was a real good conversation about friendship. And as you know, it's really tough for me. It's a 5. And, I don't like to speak. As you can see, there's a lot of, word issues. I mean, pronouncing words, all of that garbage happening when I speak. Because I don't speak a lot. I used to speak a lot. I used to be able to speak very calm and when I was listening to people's issues, but then it got kind of gloomy. They were all so sad and didn't want to change their lives. Or some did, but they couldn't. It's all a bunch of life problems. But I'll continue to be me, continue to find some people. About 5 people should do it. Should make me feel alive again. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope it was enlightening for you as well. And yeah, I like to draw, as you know, and that's all I have. Peace.